beef between Young and Ace and Foolio exposed the world of what's going on in the city of Jacksonville. But now, lesser-known artists are also starting to get some shine. One of those artists is a rapper by the name Lil Poppa, who recently signed to Yo Gotti's CMG label. This is the wild story of Lil Poppa's come up. Lil Poppa grew up in Jacksonville, Florida, a city where the murder rate is over 2 times the national average. During his early years, he bounced back and forth between his mom's place on the east side and his grandma's crib on the west side. His mom made him go to church at a young age to help keep him out of trouble, and that's where he discovered music. He started rapping at just 6 years old, writing Christian rhymes to perform at church. His older brother Chi taught him how to rap, and Lil Poppa just picked it up and ran with it. Not before long, Lil Poppa was showing off his skills outside of church too. When you grow up in a place like Jacksonville, sooner or later, you get sucked into the streets. And when Poppa hopped off the porch, his lyrics started to reflect the gritty and violent environment he grew up in. But Lil Poppa never gave up on his dreams of being a rapper. He suffers from a chronic blood disease that sometimes forces him to stay inside. But instead of feeling sorry for himself, he used the downtime to work on his craft. Back in the day, he even set up a homemade studio in his grandma's closet so he could record bars without ever leaving. Poppa released his first music video at 14, and over the next few years, he went on a run dropping singles.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. That nigga Lil Poppa was that nigga though, cuz. Like, when he was rapping this shit, I didn't even know this nigga was from Florida until, like, Young and Nation on beef started up type shit. And I've been knowing about Lil Poppa from, like, what, since 2018? Yeah, I've been listening to Lil Poppa since, like, 2018, 2017. But I ain't really know where the nigga was from until, like, 2022. Until the goddamn Jacksonville shit broke up. And finding out he didn't fuck with goddamn it.
Mixtapes and picking up a decent buzz in the city. But 2018
breezing them, you know what I'm saying, his dogs.
Is when his career leveled up with his breakout track, Purple Hearts. Purple Hearts is a raw, emotional track about a shooting that Lil Poppa survived but left one of his closest homies dead. He tells the whole world how badly the shooting affected him with lines like, "At night I wonder why them bullets ain't hit me. Why the they miss me? Rather be gone, take me out my motherfucking misery." Later in the track, Poppa talks about how the cops try to blame him for the death of his homies. Detectives try to frame me. Interrogation, they blame me. Wish I could take it back to the day that my mama made me. The track came out of a tragic situation, but it put Lil Poppa on the map. He had a decent following in Jacksonville already, but Purple Hearts got the attention of artists like Polo G and led to Poppa signing the deal with Rule No. 1/Interscope Records in 2019. But while Lil Poppa was blowing up in the music industry, his life behind the scenes was still full of beef, violence, and death. Poppa, his brother Chi, and other rappers from their hood formed a crew called Cut Circle, and their rivals in Jacksonville was a group called Head First. Cut Circle and Head First portrayed themselves as music collectives, but the cops believed they was both violent street gangs. In 2015, Cut Circle even reached out to Action News Jax to tell their side of the story. In the email to the news station, they said, "First and foremost, I would like to take the opportunity to state that Cut Circle Records is not a gang. Cut Circle Records is also in the process of putting a program together to provide kids help with homework and life decisions to keep them out of prison. So is Cut Circle a gang? No. Strictly a group of guys with a rap dream." A week before the email was sent, a Cut Circle affiliate named Big Desi was shot and killed. A prosecutor from the Florida State Attorney's Office said that even if Cut Circle itself wasn't a gang, they was directly tied to an Eastside Jacksonville gang called 1200. Back in October 2014, Head First was throwing a party on the north side of Jacksonville. 2 Cut Circle affiliates named Prosper and Tay slid through and allegedly started letting off shots. The ops returned fire and turned the party into a shootout. When all the smoke cleared, Prosper, Tay, and the Head First affiliate was all dead, and 2 women was injured. A little over a week after Prosper and Tay died, the Cut Circle homies paid tribute to him with the track Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Head First responded with a diss track against their dead ops and a Cut Circle member named Big Desi. They said, "Face shot as he hit the floor, calling his daddy as he hit the door." Rumors say that Head First caught Big Desi lacking and shot him in the face. Desi survived the shooting, only to be shot and killed a year later. Head First was rumored to be behind the hit, but no one was ever arrested for the murder. 2 days after Big Desi's death, Cut Circle allegedly got payback by killing Lenford Smith and Charles Eunice. Then, in September 2017, a Head First affiliate named Lil Rap got ambushed in his car by 3 gunmen who shot him to death. Lil Rap was allegedly the one who killed Big Desi, and his death is rumored to be another get back from Cut Circle. Head First and Cut Circle was trading bodies back and forth, and the next shooting is what inspired Lil Poppa's Purple Hearts. Poppa, his brother Chi, and his homie was all hitting a drive-by. Poppa and Chi both made it out alive, but their friend was tragically killed. Shout out to YouTube channel for their deep dive into the crazy beef between Cut Circle and Head First. While Cut Circle and Head First was going at it, Lil Poppa also started beefing with one of the rappers who put Jacksonville on the map, Foolio. Almost every hip-hop fan knows about the war between Foolio and Young and Ace going on today. But back in 2015, he's just another up-and-coming artist trying to break into the industry. Lil Poppa and Foolio was actually cool back then and even recorded a few songs together. Then something went down between them that eventually led to a fist fight in a Foot Locker. According to Lil Poppa, people was comparing him and Foolio on social media. Then Foolio commented that he was better. But Foolio told a couple of different versions of what went down. He did an interview with Say Cheese TV in 2020.
Foolio was not fucking with Lil Poppa and that rap shit. That beef rap, yeah, but that real rap shit, like, negative. Lil Poppa was that nigga though, yo, and I used to always listen to Lil Poppa. I don't even listen to Foolio shit. I probably, like, I don't got no Foolio song downloaded on my fucking phone. I got Lil Poppa shit. I got a fucking Lil Poppa album downloaded before I had a fucking Foolio album downloaded.
21,
fucking
as the
sing a
fight
song.
happened,
I don't know. But I fuck with Foolio shit with some of his shit for sure.
Y'all don't hear the thousands sneak
Especially the diss shit. Them shits ran up. Them shits was bangers. Ain't gonna count. Ain't gonna show cool shit.
So when I see you, I'm gonna address it type shit.
Then a couple weeks later, he told Camp Capone News that Poppa spotted him at the mall and said he was being disrespectful.
As I'm walking out the men's for, like, he pointed at me, he was like, man, it's him, man. He too disrespectful, yada, yada, yada.
Then Poppa's homie dissed Foolio's dead brother, and that's when the fight broke out.
And after he said Kendrick dead for real, it was just no more thinking. Splat out. It was just fought, beat their ass.
No matter how it started, some of the fight was caught on video, and you can see Foolio and his two homies beating up Poppa and the dude he was with. The fight wasn't too serious, and it don't seem like anyone was really hurt. But ever since then, Foolio and Poppa have been dissing each other back and forth. In August 2018, Foolio dropped a remix of Young and Ace's track that. In the song, he goes after Ace, Quando Rondo, and Lil Poppa for linking up. Then he calls out Lil Poppa and disses Ace's dead brother and homies with the lines, "Just left out south with 100 missed calls." Everybody mad like, why y'all beat Lil Poppa up at the mall? Put on my ski, call up P, I'm trying to shoot some threes. Lil Poppa responded with his own tracks, and they went back and forth for a while. But then Poppa turned up the disrespect by taunting Foolio's dead brother 8-Ball during the IG live session, and on the track No Issues, rapping, "I just said my prayers, I'm feeling great. Finna roll me up some, wait, you know they want me to watch what I say. How many J's you smoked? 8. Foolio came back and dissed Poppa's homie, Corbin Johnson, who was kidnapped and found murdered a year later.
Oh, yeah.
Foolio has dissed Corbin on a few different tracks. And on
That
List
boy
of Dead Ops, he rapped, "Hey,
Corbin.
Corbin got kidnapped? How the fuck a grown man go missing?" Then Lil Poppa responded on the track Missing Something with the lines, "You won't make me crash unless I wanna crash. Pray everybody on that list come back and haunt his ass." Foolio also allegedly pulls up to Lil Poppa's show in Jacksonville to confront him about everything, but Poppa wouldn't come out and face him. In the May 2021 interview with Camp Capone News, Foolio claimed the beef wasn't that serious and said, "To be honest, I wish the best for all of us because I know where all of us come from. We from Jacksonville. That shit ain't a place that many people make it out of." But even after that interview, Foolio went after Lil Poppa and his homies on tracks like List of Dead Ops. In late 2021, Foolio claimed he was done dissing Dead Ops and called it childish. And since then, the beef with Lil Poppa has cooled off. They've been sending shots at each other for a few years, but it never really escalated into anything more than disses. They had that fight back in 2018, but even that wasn't nothing serious. But Foolio ain't the only dude from 6 Block
Like
Lil
they
Poppa
beat the
has
shit out of
issues
Poppa
with.
ass in there.
Another rapper from the same hood named Kshordy went after Poppa's dead brother Lil Leak on the track The Ops with the bar, "Smoking on Michi and Leak, they speaking on Teak." And on another track, he rapped, "I ain't worried about Ducci, I'm looking for Poppa." Lil Poppa responded on the track Disgust Me with the line, "Talking about he looking for Pop, what the f he gonna do to him? The innocent little girl lost her life behind your shit. You ain't looking for them." That last line was a reference to the tragic death of a 17-year-old girl named Anandi Weish back in 2020.
Kshordy.
According to rumors, she dropped Kshordy off after a date, and 2 shooters popped out and started letting off shots. Kshordy was allegedly the target, but Anandi Weish got caught in the crossfire and died on the scene. The attempted hit on Kshordy was allegedly get back for a death that happened 2 days earlier. It's rumored that Kshordy shot and killed a dude named Daquan Saxton just 3 blocks away from where Anandi died, but it was never officially confirmed. Lil Poppa still has a lot of beef in Jacksonville, but he's also trying to level up his music career. In April 2022, Yo Gotti signed him to a CMG label, and they dropped a track together called H-Spot. Signing with Yo Gotti could be huge for Poppa's career. CMG is one of the hottest labels in the industry right now, with artists like Moneybagg Yo, 42 Doug, and ESTG. And Gotti obviously sees Poppa's potential to be his next star. Now that Poppa's starting to roll out for his next project, hopefully he can avoid any more drama in the city. He has the talent and momentum behind him to really blow up and make it out as an artist. But sticking around in Jacksonville is only going to cause more issues in the future.
Right.
Like Boosie says, most rappers die in their own city. Poppa's name Boosie is a major influence, so maybe
Nigga,
he'll
Lil
take
Poppa
his
ain't
advice
dropped in a minute though.
and get out of Jacksonville as soon as he can.